mind. Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. I made a video a few days ago, and I basically talked about getting your family in order, maybe putting a few things back, that sort of thing, because energy prices and stuff are going to go through the roof. Is basically the gist of it. So I figured I'd make another video and kind of give a little bit more insight on how bad it could be, and give you guys a little better idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm not just making these things up. I'll put a link in the description, but this is from the EIA, it's the U.S. Energy Information Administration. And they are saying for the winter, this is predicted, that retail energy prices, and this is for roughly half the U.S. households across the United States, that heat with natural gas will spend 30% more than last winter's average. Now that's just compared to the average winter. They're forecasting, even this website is forecasting that it's going to be colder this winter. So if it's colder, then you can expect 50% or more than last winter, the average basically. So, and a lot of people are saying it's going to be much, much colder this winter. I don't see how it could here in Oklahoma, simply because it was like negative 20 something last winter, which I've never even seen in my entire life here. So, that is what is anticipated with natural gas. Now, if you heat your house mainly with electricity, you can expect 6 to 15% more if it's going to be a colder winter. Not quite as bad with electric, but not a lot of people run electric either. Propane households. So propane households, if it is a colder winter, you're looking at 54 to 94% more on propane this winter. And the few households that use heating oils predicted 43 to 59%. So maybe that gives you a little bit of understanding of what I'm talking about here, how much crazier it can get. Along with, I work in the grocery industry, and from what I've been told from a few people, we're going to expect at least another 20 to 30% hike in groceries as well in the coming months. So 20 to 30% more in groceries, roughly, it's looking like the majority, unless you run electric, you're looking at, if it's colder, 50 to 94% more in energy costs this winter. And then announced today, the Biden administration, they want to shut down another pipeline in the United States that runs a little over 500,000 barrels of crude oil from Canada to Michigan every day. Meanwhile, we're going over into other countries and saying, hey, we need more oil. Does that even make any sense to anyone out there? It sure doesn't to me. So what I'm getting at here is everything is expected to go up roughly 50% on average with everything, with energy costs, food, gasoline. Everything's going to go crazy. Not to mention, because of this infrastructure bill that soon to be passed as soon as Biden signs it. I'm sure he's super eager for that one. But once that's signed in, then you can expect more taxes as well. Not the richer people, just us, as the richer get richer every day. So like I said in my last video, get your house in order. Buckle up, people. This is going to get crazy. I slowly see my dollar going less and less further than it used to. I used to do pretty decent, I felt like. I had enough to put a little back and prep and do everything else. Not the case anymore. It's going to get more expensive and more expensive and more expensive the more of these bills they sign into law. They already have more in the works. You know, we just spent what, 1.3 trillion dollars roughly, and we're set to spend another 2 or 3 trillion. Really? Can you imagine how much inflation will be? Can you imagine how much inflation will go up if we shut that pipeline down? You know, this country is run on oil. It has been forever. This runs on oil. And we're just slowly shutting it all down. And we don't even have one good reason other than this, you know, everybody wants this green and clean. It's all a facade, it's all a moneymaker, just like everything else. There's no such thing as green and clean. Even if we're making windmills, you know, I heard once that, and I don't know if this is true, I can't, you know, point you to a document, but basically creating one of those wind turbines pollutes more than the actual natural gas and oil and things we use. You know, there are byproducts to all these clean energies that everybody wants to use. You know, electricity doesn't come from the sky. It's mainly created with oil. It doesn't make any sense. So along with, you know, putting some things back and preparing for all these price hikes with everything, make sure you have blankets and ways to heat your home this winter. Because I guarantee you it is going to be a cold, dark winter. And you need to have the means to heat your family up and not freeze to death. You need to have water and things. You know, last year here, even having my house heated and not really having many power issues, our pipes still froze up for days. So get prepared, people. It's about to get crazier and crazier and crazier. This is the new norm. So as always, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like what you hear, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.